Hello and welcome back to the kingdom, which seems to be a very misty morning here. I'm the Duke, your host, and we are playing Valheim Mistlands. It's a Let's Build series, and as you can see I'm standing in my docks that we went on and improved a little bit in the previous episode. Now today we're going to aim to try and see if we can finish this dock. Now I've placed a little bit of decorations around here, for instance this crane. And I'm going to put down another crane, but I need to build a platform for it first. Now the idea is that this crane will be operating mostly the wood, so we're going to place around it some wood piles and see if we can decorate it a little bit. Then also I was thinking about on this side putting the other crane around here. And this is going to be the one that transfers this stone. But that's going to be a mission actually, because we've got this massive rock that's in the way, so we might trim it down a little bit. I was thinking of building it one foundation higher than the docks itself, the pier, and see how we can manage that. So we might have to trim off the top a little bit. So that's what we're going to try and do today, and then also place around more decorations on the pier. The Odin architecture hammer actually has some nice barrels and wooden crates that you can place. They are a little bit small, but that's fine. There's also, of course, if you go to the normal hammer, these fishing nets that has been added, I think by a mod. I'm not sure which one. There's also these eels and fish try that you can place down, but you need raw fish for that, and I'm not sure I've got raw fish yet, but okay, we'll see how that goes. But for now, let's get some stone and wood so that we can start working on the rest of these cranes. so just to bring you back, as you can see, I've put down some wood piles. That gives the idea that this crane is actually transporting them from the ships up onto the docks, onto the pier, and then on this side we have the other one that is transporting some stone for us. So we could have placed some barrels on top of it, just to make it look like it's actually goods. I might place a third one over here with some barrels on it. It could work, but it's going to be, as you can see, this crane is pretty low, so it's not going to fit in here and come over these decorations I've placed over here. And then I've placed some barrels and crates all around the piers. And now for the next stage, I want to build a decorative piece of ship that is pretty big. So I need to build a platform for it and make it look like this is actually going out to sea. But again, this rock is in the way. So I'll see if I can build over it, but I think I'm going to have to trim it down. I thought I was going to have to trim down that other one, but in the end it actually worked out. But this one is maybe too big to get away with it. Because I also want to build it in 2 tiers, but I'll show you when I get to it. So let's first start with putting down some of the foundation blocks that we can use. But first we need the stone cutter. So let's put this one over here. That should be close enough. For now I can also get rid of these walls. I might have to put up some walls over on that side. And of course, as we said, we are going to put a stair over on this side. Just see real quick if we put it over on like that. Yeah, it could work. So let's remove this one. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so let's extend our pier on this side using... I should probably eat something. Let's see how deep we can go. Come to think of it, we might get away with not having to remove too much of the rock, but we'll see. If it's going to be this deep, how wide does it need to be? Much wider. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove some of the rock. Either that, or we have to build in pretty far into the ocean. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. Let's see where our starting point will have to be, if it is that height. Yeah. Let's remove the rock.
Feelings for you.
Okay, so I've removed some of the rock. I will see how it works out later, if I need to remove that as well. For now, I just had an idea that I maybe want to use wood planks here instead of the stone, because it might make a little bit more sense. Let me see if I can get it. Maybe it's under here, if I remember correctly. There is a wooden ramp around somewhere, yes, that I can use. This is gonna look nice, I think. This can work. Okay. So let's continue first with the stones. Need to find some placement. Oh, this is all wrong. That is all wrong. Let me see if I can get the stone back. Nope, it's too deep. Okay, now first I need to make sure if the length is right. So let's see if we can determine that. We've got some room to work towards the back. Let me see if I can fit it in here in terms of the length. Oh, it's around about there. But now I can't see how far it goes this way. It needs to go more. It needs to go more. So let's try and see if we can get maybe 2 more. So what I'm basically doing now is just building a front wall. So if you're coming from the ocean side, you will actually see that, and big lag for the world save. It will mean at least it will look like it's closed off. Okay, that's better. I think we need to go wider. Running out of distance from the stone cutter. Let's see if we can move that a little bit closer. And just to remind myself how wide we want to go. Why is this not straight all of a sudden? Anyways. Yeah, we need to go wider. Okay. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to quickly go and get my rested bonus back so that the stamina works a little bit better. Okay, so I've got my rested bonus back, and I also repaired most of my tools, or all of my tools. So let's continue building this wall. I think we need to go at least one more, then we can test it again.
Feelings for you.
Okay, there we go. I think that is most of the rock that's going to be in the way. This one should be covered, and that one as well. So let's get doing the rest of it. There's something wrong over there. Another misplacement. Oh, come on. There we go. That's better. And what I forgot is I actually need to build another wall on the outside of this one. So let's quickly do that. So as I said, I'm going to place these ramps basically at the bottom snap point. You can see it wants to snap there at the top, but that's not where I want it. I want it lower to the bottom. Let's just place these coverings just to make sure there's no hole as soon as we place the other wood in place. There we go. And also you can see there's a small gap at the top between the ramp and my wall that I've built, so I'm going to use this very small wooden plank just to fill that gap slightly. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong place. It's jumping between the snap points, and then as soon as I think it's in the right place, it jumps around again. Let's get that in there. There we go. And I'm out of wood. Okay. Let's grab some more wood. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let my character go to bed for the evening, and then I will see you in the morning. Okay, it is morning. I'm just going to grab some more wood real quick. The funny thing is, I haven't put a roof over my bed yet for my living quarters here in the main base. So every time I want to sleep, I have to run back to my starter base. And every time I go to sleep in the starter base, I can hear a troll on the outside just wandering around and making his noises. Almost tempting me to come and get him. That's funny. Anyways, let's just grab that real quick. Let's continue placing these small floor pieces, just like that. Okay, now as you can see, I'm going to run into a problem here because it's just going to be wide open at the back. So what I want to do is take the half wall and see if I can get a nice snap point over there and there. Yeah. I might have a problem in terms of the 1x1s that I want to put in there to close the gap. So maybe what I should do is see if I can place the half wall closer. Oh, I had it there. And that will automatically closes the gap. Snap. Come on, snap. In the right place, please. Oh, I had it there. Okay, now that we've got most of it covered, let me just make sure if this is going to fit. Yep. No problem. The reason why I quickly wanted to check that is I had another idea. At the front here, maybe build a bit of a ramp down. Yeah, let's do it like that. So we're going to use the same ramp again, but I think it's just too... No, that will work actually. Because this is a dry dock basically, it gives the idea that your ship will be able to move down into the water. And they just keep coming. Okay, but let's finish this part. Oh, there we go. Oh, it turns to a light green, orange and red. But I think we should be safe, as it is coming from a blue and then green on the other side. Wrong place. Where did that one go? Oh, never mind. Not sure. Doesn't matter. Let's continue. Good. Now to place this boat, I'm going to have to zoom out as much as I can. And all of a sudden it doesn't fit. What on earth? Maybe because it's looking the wrong way. You gotta be kidding me. The whole time it looked like it was going to fit. And now it doesn't. It doesn't fit. Now it might just fit. We need 10 nails and some 10 ancient bark, so let's go and grab that real quick. Apologies for my voice if it sounds a little bit coarse or just off. I had a lot of work yesterday where I had to do a lot of talking, so my voice is a little bit overtaxed. Just gonna move this workbench out of the way a little bit. Zoom out as much as I can. Oh, this is a different one. And this one actually fits better. I have a choice between that one or this one. Okay, I didn't realize that. Because if I do use this one, then the dry docks is actually way too wide. But then at least it fits in terms of length. Now, let's stick with this one. And see if I can get it into place. Okay, let's see how that fits. It's also too wide, actually. I don't like the fact that it's actually too wide. Does that mean I'm going to have to do it all over again? Am I going to have to make adjustments? Oh dear, I should have planned this better. I should have planned this better. Oh dear. This sucks. This really sucks. I can remove at least 2 rows. Yeah. I can remove 2 rows. Either that or I need to see if I can center this ship a little bit better and see if that actually makes a difference. So let's break it down. And I need those to be lined up at least over there, it seems. So, if we come this way again, move it just slightly over. Let's see if that fits better. Now, even more. Even more. I have to use this middle part for my reference, but it's slightly in the way. There we go. Much better, I think. Still not centered. Okay, this is much better. So instead of making it wider, what I can do is actually make it one deeper. But as you can see, as the waves are coming in, it means it's going to be more constantly inside the water then. But I think that's maybe the best option I have, is to make it a little bit deeper. That way I don't have to make it that way I don't have to take away any of the walls. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That means I'm going to have to break all of this down again. welcome back. So I finally finished making it deeper. So now what we need to try and do is see if we can finally place this bed in the correct way. So it needs to fit just inside. Let's see. Not at all. Not at all. Just onto the ramp and just onto the ramp on the other side as well. Yeah, I think we've done it. Finally. Good stuff. And then we can also decorate this little part, maybe at a later stage. We've got the wood over there, we've got the decorations in. We've got both cranes basically. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Wow, how the time flies, but thank you for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed it, maybe found some inspiration by what we were doing. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you in the next one. Enjoy!